I've wanted to do a test on this Wi-Fi. We've recently gone from cellular service up to we've got an internet service that comes through a dish. We're trying out HughesNet to see how it works, and I wanted to get some feedback on how this Wi-Fi works. So if you're tuning in, let me know how it looks from your side. I would love some feedback on what the connection's like. I wish I had some prettier pictures to look at, but we'll start here and try out this Wi-Fi and then see if things improve. Then we could do a live show. Mary, how are you this morning? Thanks for tuning in. Frugal Drew. A few small glitches, huh? I wonder what that is. Audio is fine. That's great. Danny, thanks for tuning in. I'm glad to hear that. It sounds like with this new Wi-Fi. Mary, today's topic is, will the Wi-Fi work for a live show, and how does the audio and video look? If you got any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions. Glitches when I pan. So definitely holding the camera on a tripod would spin around. I wonder if it's moving around, do the glitches start to happen? I would pan around and show off the place, but I don't think I put my underwear away, and I really don't want to put that on video. As I move back and forth, is the picture still clear, or is it fuzzy? If you've got any questions, I'd love to hear from you. I'd like to get some feedback on. Appreciate you tuning in. From my side, it says I've got a very bad connection, but I wonder what that means. T-shirts for the channel. Let's Frugal Drew. Let's talk about t-shirts. Here we go. We got some questions coming in now. Holly, I'm not sure on the wood stove. This was a really good deal that we picked up in July at Cal Ranch. They were blowing them out at like $400. I don't know that I would do that again, but for this tiny space, this has been a really great stove. It's got some nice features that I like a lot. Drew, that would be great. I'd love to get an email from you. It gets fuzzy when I move fast. Okay, so I need to hold it really, really still. Tina, I can't wait for the beard to grow back either. If I could, I may have to start using some Rogaine, some Miracle Grow, maybe some prenatal vitamins.
I've got an oil for that.
Kim's got an oil an essential oil. Hey, you can put oil on me anytime you want. Help yourself.
How about I hold the camera and you go stand by that to see fire?
Philip, we're using HughesNet, and this is their Generation 5, and I think, now I probably shouldn't quote the speeds, but upload is not that great. Aaron, great to hear from you. Hey, for all of those that are tuning in, give me some feedback on what you'd like to see more of on the channel, or what holes we could fill in the story. Yes, this is a satellite service that provides us with internet in this rural environment. That was our an option that we're trying out. We don't know if we're going to like it or not. Philip, I think you're right on upload and download speeds. So I wonder why we're getting as good a service as we are. The other thing is as I understand it, that if we did videos at night, we would get better service than during the day.
Well, from 2 to 5 a.m. we'd have to get up in the middle of the night to make that worth it.
No, that's the pricing changes, but services.
Oh.
Service. Our pricing during the day is more expensive than at night. But they also say that service is much better at night.
Hey, I wanted to hear what people are saying about the missing facial hair. Do they agree with me on how devastating that loss was?
Yes, I miss the beard. Everybody misses the beard. I'm growing it back as fast as I can. I've been eating my vegetables, going to bed early.
Where are you eating vegetables? I've never seen you eat a vegetable.
You know what? There's tomato and lettuce on hamburgers, okay? Hey, some DIY tips and tricks for small construction builds. That's a great idea. I'm going to write that down. A ballpark on monthly cost. In regards to Drew, on living expenses, construction costs, on this HughesNet internet, what would you like to know? Ooh, Holly, recommended products. That's a good idea. Oh, on the internet. Right now, Philip's right on the money. We're about $90 to $100. Well, we also included a phone line, voice over IP, to back us up if the cell tower went down. That we might be able to at least have a phone line. So yeah, we're about $100 a month on our particular package, and we wanted a lot of data, so we're paying a lot of money.
Hi, Kelly. Oh, cost on what entire project? What was that?
Internet costs, the cost of the entire project. So can you tell us more about which project? We've got 5 or 6 going right now.
That's what I would like to mention. A lot of people keep having questions on what we're working on our home and which are the projects that Josh is working on as for business. And it may seem a little bit confusing on the channel because he's got like 4 projects going right now, all in different locations around, plus our own homestead. And so it may seem a little bit confusing and overwhelming, but our home is still not. Where are we at on the home?
We're moving along slowly, but I think we're gonna, with winter coming in, we'll put that to bed for winter and then start again in the spring. We've got a lot of other projects we're trying to wrap up before the snow flies here in the next few weeks. Costs are a lot of variables because on some of those projects we're not doing the entire project, we're just doing part of it. I can give you pricing on some of those projects in regards to what we're doing, and I can give you ballpark on some of the guesstimates on what the total cost of some of those log cabins and foundations and other projects that we're working on are going to be.
Somebody asked about the temperature, and the temperature this morning was about 19 degrees.
Yeah, it's a cold morning. It's getting down there. The Excel, I haven't heard of Excel up here in this area, but I'll have to check into that. I'm missing a lot of the comments. Somebody asked, how did I get into excavation field? I plan on getting a skid loader, but no training. So, Frugal Drew. I wanted to get into excavation, and I was building homes, and I was tired of always waiting on the excavator to show up and get work done. So one day I went out and bought an excavator, and that was 10 years ago, and things have evolved and grown, but we still do our own excavation, our own dirt work. We do our own footing foundation. We do our own framing. That way we stay busy, we stay in control of the timeline, and we keep ourselves not only busy, but making money. It's interesting that some people seem to have the audio and video coming through really well, and others not so much. It sounds like I need to not move. If I didn't move, if I could hold it perfectly still, it would work a lot better. Danny, I'm curious about the size of your stove and how much area you're heating, and maybe how many cords of firewood you burn. Well, folks, I think this has been a great a great test on this thing. I think a live show is definitely doable. I've got to run out the door and go check on some projects and get some things done. Everybody be safe out there, and we'll let you go and talk to you a little later.